Oh my goodness, all that time you weren't hearing my microphone. Uh, I'm sorry, guys. I just explained literally everything. Yes. Oh my goodness. Okay, so long story short, it was lagging because it is lagging right now because it was either lagging. It would either have to lag on your end or my end. But then it occurred to me that I'm going to be coloring right now, so that's not a super big issue, I don't think. We'll find out. Let me, hang on, we're going to just switch over here for a second. Okay. I know it's a black screen. Hang on, I'm using this chance to change my video settings if I can. Video output is currently activated. Please turn off any outputs to change videos. Okay. Do like this. File. Settings. Sorry, guys. Technical delays, like I said. Technical difficulties. Okay, video output. Ah, dang it. Guess I can't change the video speed mid-stream. Alright. Well, heck. Okay, well, that plan's shot. Alright, yeah, okay. Hi. So we're gonna be stuck with this. You know what? I don't really want to... This is gonna not work out. Hang on. We're gonna... Okay, here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna shut down this live stream, change the settings, and come right back. And we're not gonna have a big preamble or anything. We're just gonna come right back on. So, give me a second. You're gonna lose me for a moment, but I'll be right back with you. Alright, we should be back. There we go. Sorry guys, this was unanticipated. I was not prepared for the streaming software to act so horribly. Hi Sam, yeah, my dog's here. Hi boy. Go lay down, Sam. Hey, go on boy, go lay down. Sorry guys, I'm really trying to get this set up right. Oh man. It's gonna lag super badly for me over here. Alright. That quality though. Oh man. Let me see something, hang on. Let me look up something real quick. Krita vector mode. Let's see. Is there a vector mode? Yeah, Krita has vector in it. Yeah. Fail. Yeah, you can fill it. Okay, I'm gonna try that. Okay, we're gonna try switching over to Krita. Okay, so I'm gonna see tune, boom, harmony, export as vector. Let's see if they can do a vector export. Yeah. Gonna Google some help real quick. I'll show you guys. I'm looking up help. Hi. It's really swift. Oh heck, whatever. Okay, you know what? Plan B. We're gonna export it as a high resolution. Actually, I already have it. You know what? Heck, we'll just close this. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna lose you for one more second. When we're back, we're gonna have a smooth, normal live stream. It's gonna be great. So just once more. Just give me a second. Okay. I thought this would be easy. All right. It's not. So we're gonna go to Krita. Open up Krita, and we're just gonna use this. What? Excuse me? Great, now it's saying Krita is not available. That's bull. That's not true. What? Properties. Where does it say it's located? See, program files. What? Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Now it's saying the target box isn't valid. Are you serious? Ugh. One thing after another, guys. One thing after another. Alright, what do we got here? Steam apps, Common. Krita. Yes. There it is. Weird. Okay. I'll deal with that some other time. Alright, I should be... Oh, wait. Am I... I'm back now, right? I should be back. Okay. Okay. Right, okay, well, that was a long roundabout thing, and I apologize sincerely. Let's see here. Maybe it's on my desktop. The one where I showed Zim's line art, I exported it. Should be around here somewhere. Bummer. Okay, I'm just gonna have to deal with that here in a second. Okay. First I gotta make sure the live stream's actually up and running. Am I coming through, guys? One person watching. Yeah, after that dismal opening, I imagine there would be only one person hanging out. Plus, it's the middle of a weekday. Okay, now the bit rate's too low. Oh my gosh, you're just being so picky, aren't you? File, settings. Oh my gosh. Video. Stream, output, bitrate, 2500. 2500 is what it is. Take it or leave it. Let's get some music going. There you go. Something for you guys to enjoy listening to. Sorry about this. We had technical difficulties, but we're back now. So while we're dealing with that, I'm going to be opening up another window real quick and exporting this. Oh, I know where it is now. Okay, never mind. Didn't need to go through all this trouble. Although I should. I really should. Okay. Sorry. Stanley, make up your mind. I know, I'm sorry. Gonna be putting finishing touches on the Zim artwork today, so that'll be fun, if I can ever get around to it. File, export, render right node, gonna go frame 2 and 2. Should just automatically overwrite my other one. Good, and then I should be able to just pull this up in Krita. Open file. Frames, come on. Excellent. Yay! Got it working! Alright, we're back in business, guys. Oh my gosh, after all that, all I can say is I am very, very profusely sorry. Okay. I better make sure, is anybody there? Sorry about the technical difficulties. We had very bad technical difficulties right there. Okay. Now I guess I better make sure that this... Oh yeah, that's nice and smooth. Good, 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 good. Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna go to... a new layer. This one will be called our line art. And this one will be called our base. Copy, paste. Okay, this is the line art actually. Line art, okay. And there's a reason for doing what I am doing. Okay, so we're gonna go to filter, adjust, threshold. Now what this does, it'll bring the contrast up to a degree where, as you can see, it'll make it so that the what am I trying to say? The black and white levels are at a threshold, basically. So like it'll get rid of the aliasing. It'll get rid of the anti-aliasing rather. It'll make it so that it basically is easier to draw on. Leave it at 94. Okay. So theoretically, shouldn't have any gaps there. Now we're gonna select everything that's white on this layer, which give it a second to load that. Okay, and hit delete. Okay, so now we just have the line art up above, which will be handy for separating things. now we have the base layer down beneath. And for that, let's see here, we're going to have to select everything on the exterior. And first thing I'm going to do, lay some prep work. We're going to get some stuff taken care of here as far as prep work goes. Zoom out. Hey! Hey Marianne, thanks for popping in. I am so sorry about that technical delay at the start. I mean, that was a complete mess, if I do say so myself. Normally it wouldn't be that way, but I tried switching programs without testing how OBS would react to them, and, well, of course, the end result is it doesn't play nice with it. So, joy of joys. Now we got it all figured out now, so right now I'm just going to select everything on the outside of the character. Zim, in this case. Zim, Mr. Zim. I'm going to select everything on the outside. We're going to give him a nice thick outline first of all, and then that'll lay the groundwork for everything to come when it comes to coloring the character, which I am very much looking forward to coloring him in. That'll be great. Okay, so to see here, here's a problem. This is a problem. Okay, where's the line art layer? Yep, okay, there's a gap there. I knew it. Okay, so that's the only problem with the whole, with this method, is that sometimes it leaves gaps where you don't want gaps. That's okay though. Got that sorted out. Bring this back up. Yeah, see right here. Yep, right there's some gaps too. Major gaps actually, yikes. Okay. Oh joy, how fun it is to just manually fill stuff in like this. Yay! Woohoo! It's so great! Yay! If I was working with vector art, it would be so much easier, but I don't know how to do that yet, and I'm not gonna try figuring it out in the middle of a live stream. All right, so we got that. Let's go back out. Okay, so that one I just went through this one. What's this one? Do we have anything here? Shouldn't be hidden. Yeah, okay. Let me just manually deselect this. It'll be a lot easier than trying to add in extra line art layers. Actually, you know what? No, that's saliva. It's supposed to be somewhat transparent. I'll leave that alone. I'll leave all that alone. We can deal with it on its own time. Oh, although right here should also be selected. Yep. Okay. And over here, yep, more gaps in the saliva that need to be dealt with. See, this would be, I should just be doing this in my animation program, and I will in the future, but when it comes to live streaming purposes, that causes too much lag. It's just too much lag to deal with. So I have to do it this stinky way, where I draw it all nice and vectorized in one program, and then switch over to Krita and try to make it work. Alright, I think I've successfully selected everything on the outside. Let's just go down to the base layer and hit delete. Good. See right here, his head. Somehow there's a gap in his head, and I don't know how that got there. So we're gonna have to fill it in. Oh boy. I bet it's where some of the detailing is. Right here. Yep, this is where it bled in. Oh no. Oh, we have an emergency, guys. Oh no. Oh, we're all gonna die. There we go. Alright, and we deselect everything on the inside of his head. Also, I noticed I forgot this antennae part. That needs to be dealt with. Good, 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 good. Okay, now that should have the groundwork laid. Actually, to save time, let me just go up here and type in MET. And then we're going to go to select, invert selection, and fill it in red. This way we'll be able to tell everywhere that's affected by the colors and what's not. Okay, see, because we clearly have some more work to do. Alright, let's just do this again. Go down here, select that. Or deselect it, I guess. Yeah, deselect it. Right there. See, I'm looking at all the gaps now. It was kind of hard to tell earlier, but now it's very clear where I need to keep selecting things. That's a neat method you can do. Hey, Chameleon Girl, thank you for joining. I'm going to color in the mighty Zim today. It'll be glorious. But first I need to find out, yeah, see, first I need to deal with all this garbage about the line art and stuff not working the way I want it. Okay, so that's clearly a gap right there. It's like this. Okay, we need to fill in this and this. Right, okay, and then by deselecting it should be fine. Yes. Good, good, good. What else are where are the other problems? I know there's more problems. Yep, right here. Okay. Deselect. Once. Hey, Jack, thank you for joining. So glad you can make it. It's going alright. Had some technical difficulties earlier, and I keep apologizing for it, but I mean it. I shouldn't just change drawing programs before testing out how it works with my streaming software. That was my bad. Okay, and down here there's a problem. Okay, let's deselect. Now let's select everything on the outside. My bad, not deselect it. Okay, and now the line art, we gotta fill in this little tiny gap here. Yeah, okay. Then deselect on anything on the outside. Okay. Now, let's delete that and try again. So, matte layer, and if I fill in red, it should be limited to just the parts that need to be colored in and nothing else. There shouldn't be any glitches, no visual weird things happening. It should all be very straightforward. Ah, see, here we go. One more thing I missed. I missed this arm piece. And the fingers. Thank you, I'm glad you like it. I am really, really happy with how this design turned out. If I do say so myself, and I do say so myself. So, there you go. Oh wait, I need to yeah, I'm on the line art layer, that's right. Deselect that. Okay. Delete everything in the matte. Select. Invert. Delete again. Select. Invert. And let's fill it in. See how that turned out. Okay, so that's good. This would have been a heck of a lot easier had I been able to stream my other program, Toon Boom. But unfortunately, I have not yet found a solution that works with OBS and Toon Boom, because either it doesn't capture all the windows, or it does capture them, but results in massive lag. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm stuck with. I'll deal with that some other time, though. Alright, so we got the matte successfully colored. Good. We're going to go to Filter, Adjust, HSV Adjustment, check the Colorize box, and crank that boy up all the way to white. Good. So now, behold! We have him all nicely colored in and stuff. Well, not colored in, but filled in. And that's exactly what I wanted. Okay, so next we're going to select everything that's... Yeah, let's go down to the matte again. Yeah, let's go down here. Yeah, and, no, really, I should have filled it all in red again. Should leave it as red, because that's easy to see. And I'm going to try to... What's this? Delete that. Fill it all in red. I'm going to try getting rid of all the twig parts, like the antennae, the arms and legs, essentially. Little details like that. I'm going to get rid of them on here. Well, not on the matte layer. Let's make a duplicate layer of that and just hide it. So that I can... The point of getting rid of those, for those of you wondering, is to make it... make this transparent too. Cool. Is to make it so that I can actually successfully, create a thicker outline that doesn't affect the antennae at all. Like, it leaves them alone. It leaves the skinny parts skinny. Like, when I add the thick outline, which I'm about to do here in a minute, I only want it to affect the thicker bits of the body. Like, I don't want it to be clogging up the antennae, making them look chubby and stuff. Or the arms or legs, for that matter. So that's the manual adjustment part we're doing right now. There we go. Doesn't need to be perfect, because the places where the skinny parts meet the thicker parts of the body, it'll pretty much mask it anyways. Okay, now that I have those selected, now that I have those separated, I should say, all I have to do is shift-click with the select tool and delete them, and boom. Everything in red is where the actual outline's gonna grow from. Now I gotta deal with that, dang it, okay. Everything in red's where the actual outline's gonna grow from. Everything that's gonna be transparent, like you see there, are where the where the thick outline... Here, let me demonstrate. Let me demonstrate real quick before I attend to that thing I need to attend to real quick. Okay. Select, grow selection by, we'll do 5. We'll just see how that looks. Yeah, 5 is a good number right there. Okay. Boom, fill it in black. Drop this down, hide this. And the matte, or wait, crank the line art back up. And the matte will just filter, repeat that. Okay, cool. So now you can see this one right here where he's marching in the top left. That is a good example of how he'll look. Cool? Cool. So I'll be right back. That's just basically how it's going to look when I finally get this thick outline taken care of. Be right back. I'm going to get more coffee, and there's something I have to do real quick. Won't take long. Won't take long at all, actually. Let me pull up the special message, the I'm going to get coffee message, so that people know what the heck's going on. Come on. There we go. Alright, be right back, guys. Sorry about that. I have returned. I'm sorry for abandoning you guys. It will not happen again. It'll probably happen again. Could go for some coffee yourself? Yeah. It's what gets me through a lot of this. Alright, so here we are. I'm back at it again. Excuse me. I did not mean to do that. Alright, but for right now, right now we're not going to have the thick outline yet. Right now we're going to get back to work on thinning up everything around. Yep, like that. Okay. So let's go here and find all the thin bits that need to be dealt with. Oops. All right. obviously the saliva and stuff like that, that gets its own special treatment. I have to manually touch up that bit. I'll deal with that later when we come to it, though. I think the 3D models also, I think it's safe to say that idea, that concept is a success. I would not have been able to draw Zim in all these different poses had I not used the CGI models as a base. The CGI models I've made. It just wouldn't have worked. And yes, as I mentioned before, this would have been a lot better had I been doing it all in my animation program, but it's just not going to work out. Ah, zoomed in too much. Oh wait, goodness. Were you guys just gonna leave that up there and not tell me anything about it? There. Whoops. Alright. I did get rid of that, right? Yeah, okay, cool. Back to work. I like using thicker outlines for the character. I like using this method because, I don't know, the thicker outlines, they work, you know? They just work. Does that make any sense? I hope it does. But it gives it a certain appeal, like a certain polish to it that it just adds that little extra bit that takes it from, I think, decent to really well put together. Like something about the outline thickness on the very edge, something about it really works well, and I don't know what it is, but I'm glad I figured out how to do that. You forgot it was there. I did too, man. I completely forgot. It was just like sitting there, like an ugly thing. Okay, there we go. Oh, wow, another mess up. Okay, glad I caught it. Just delete that real quick. Boom. Oh, and, there. Cool. Anyways. I'm sorry. I know it's gonna take a lot to get used to, guys. But I am absolutely thrilled with how this Zim design turned out, I gotta say. This is... This is exactly how I wanted it in my head. Like when I was envisioning how this artwork would turn out, how I wanted to redesign Zim in my own style. But you can still tell it's Zim, you know? I love it. He just looks gross and bug-like. He doesn't look cute or anything. He looks just as ugly as you would think he would. And like, you know, just as alien as you think he would. And oh, it's so awesome. I love it. Oh, man. And that's not me I mean, that's kind of weird for me to say that, I guess, because I'm the one who came up with the design. So it's like, Stanley, come on, stop complimenting yourself. That's pretty egotistical of you. But I'm really happy with how it turned out. That's all there is to it. I'm really proud of it. And I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. I get that, But, man, this is how I'm wanting my project to look. I am gonna say it. That's how I want IZTDM to be. And no one is gonna tell me otherwise. Yeah. Unless enough people really find it distracting enough, but I don't think it would take like a majority of my subscribers saying, hey, change this. But I don't think that's gonna happen. Most people seem okay with it. Most people prefer the original show's style, and why wouldn't they? But, you know, as far as being able to tolerate it or enjoy it, you know, enjoy it for its own thing, I think people can get on board with that. Hey, Epsilon, yes, another stream that you may watch at a convenient time. We are going to be coloring in and finishing up that Zim artwork that I've been working on. Also, I just realized this needs to be taken care of there. So yeah, normally I would be doing this in my animation program. We had a lot of trouble. We had a lot of trouble with that as far as streaming goes. Whenever I'm not streaming, I would just have colored this in on my animation program because I can just click everywhere. It's super streamlined. But this is a little bit more time consuming, so oh well. Hey, thank you. I'm glad you like the characters, how they look. I really appreciate it. Also, now would be a good time to save. And save as, okay, ref C0300 Zim. What are we at? 06 Krita 2. There we go. Boom. And yes, I have to serialize all the. I have to put in the serial numbers on all this because it's important to keep track of it for when I need to refer back to it if I ever wind up doing visual jokes or something like that. You know, very critical. Thank you, though. I'm really glad you like how the characters are turning out. I cannot wait. Next up is probably going to be Gur or Dib, and that'll be a treat. I plan on going through all the important characters first to get because they're obviously more important. But then after that, all the secondary characters will follow suit to sort of have the style build off of them. I know I did Gaz first. She's not the most important character compared to everyone else, but I needed a baseline to test the whole 3D model thing, and I knew I was going to have trouble coming up with a design for Gaz. So that's why I did hers first. No, I'm not trying to save it as a PNG. What is your problem? Oh, I had it saved as a PNG. Whoops. Okay. We'll save it as a Krita document. Anyways, I'll have to go back and see what's up with Krita anyways. For some reason it just couldn't find where it was located. That was worrying. I had to manually go look for it. The shortcut was all messed up. I don't know what that's about. Maybe it's OBS. Maybe it was because I was trying to tinker around with OBS's target settings earlier. Because some genius online said you could use this. Oh, dang. Okay, that's a problem. Glad I caught it. That arm needs to actually be there. I mean, I'll come across these problems as I color, I'm sure, but it's better to get them sorted out up front. You know, you don't want any of it coming behind. Thank you, I'm glad you like the art style. Yeah, I wanted to develop something that, it's very obviously Invader Zim, but it's like a slightly different take on it, you know? Like, yeah, so, looks like it's a success, yay! Wahahaha, and all that jazz. The only downside to this, I think the little hair follicles that I like having dangling off the back of the Urkin's neck. I like giving the Urkins this. I like making them as gross as possible, right? And really, just you look at the design. I want it to like scream insect-like alien. But like these like little hair follicles. Let me see if I can bring this up. Set this to multiply. These like little hair follicles in the back of the neck and stuff. I don't know how well they'll come through. Like right here is the best view, but I like getting a little patch of like bug-like hair, just a little bit, just a tiny little patch at the back of the skull. Don't know why, it just seemed, I don't know, it just seemed appropriate. Like just the little extra kick that really takes them from kind of creepy to straight up, they're just bug people from space. Alright, let me hide that for now though. This can come back later. Okay. Where were we at? Right here, yeah. There we go. Oh, down here too. Cool. And the antennae we just did. I think... No, we did this already. Okay, technically that should be everything, but my gut's telling me I missed something, so we're just going to find out what I missed here real quick by shift-clicking on all the main parts. All of them. I click on every single instance of his head. And his pack right here, too. Very important part, that pack. Also, the whole image is flipped. Let me just... There we go. Now, if I go to Select, Invert Selection, and hit Delete... Okay, see, it should have gotten rid of all of his antennae, but it didn't. Okay. We'll go back and fix that here in a second. There we go. So, yeah, let's just go through this. That's good, that's good. This needs to be dealt with. This is a problem. Oh, thank you. Hey! Now that's a huge compliment. Someone saying they like it better than the comic/movie style. Thank you. I definitely... Of course I like my style because I draw on it, but like I think I would prefer this over the comic/movie style myself too. Although that would have taken a lot bigger budget to animate just because of the sheer amount of detail I decided to throw into this thing. But yeah, I like this because I think it's more creepy. It's less friendly to look at. It looks more... I don't know. It looks more pointy and... Gosh, I don't want to say edgy because then it sounds lame. But edgy, I guess? Pointy? Slick. I think it looks more slick. My opinion. Like, I like when styles have more of a coherence to them. And I feel like, as far as the comics and movie go, it looks too... chubby? Not chubby. Rounded. Everything looks nice and soft, you know? Didn't like that. This is how I like it. I like my Zim stuff to be sharp and stuff. If that makes any sense. Okay, and also get rid of the hair follicles. Oops. Alright, now the moment of truth. Let's ease out. Select everything that's red, which should only be the thick chunks left. Okay, we're going to hit select and grow. We're going to grow it by 5 pixels. We're going to put a new layer down. Fill it. Oh, ooh, not like that. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, fill it in. Good. We're going to call this outline. Cool. Okay, so the line mat, we'll call that can be hidden. This has to be there, this has to be here, this has to be here. Nice! Okay, that is the thicker outline done. You see, here, let me just hide it. Let's show it before and after. You see how much that adds to it. Here's before, right? I'll let you take that in here for a bit. And then here's after. See, in my opinion, it makes all the difference. Like, that takes it from, you know, a neat fan art thing to something that's fully polished. Like, okay, it looks more professional, in my opinion, to have a thicker outline around it like that. My opinion, of course, but that's why I'm doing it anyways. That's why I'm doing it like that, is because I like the thicker outline around it. Okay. coloring will be next. Let me see, I think I have the color palette I was going to use. I have it saved on DeviantArt when I had an earlier version of Zim's skin that I was going to draw. Not Zim's skin, just Zim's model sheet. Yeah, here. But I don't need to go there. I can just go to my concept art list. Okay. Let's see. File, or layer rather, layer. Import/export. Go down to import layer, and let me find where I put that darn thing. It'd be under the old concept art folder. We'll call this finalized artwork, maybe? CO300. There's 300. Zim. Yeah, that's not finished yet, but there it is. Okay, cool. This is the old version. Oh, man. Sorry we're not using this version of UZim. We will be using another version. Okay, but we're going to use this. We're going to call this color refs. Because it'll be our color references. Eyedropper tool. Boom. Okay, let's start out with the skin. So all this, the mat needs to be grouped on its own. We're going to call this color group. Go up here. We'll start out with skin. Alright. And we're going to group it by itself also. I'm going to call this skin group. Alright. And there's a reason for that, but I'll explain that here in a bit. Set this to normal. Yes. Okay. So now we just need to select everything that I believe has to do with his skin. And we'll fill in the flaws later. We'll fix any flaws we have later. Because there's going to be flaws. There's going to be like little pixels messed up, or maybe the skin color bleeding into another color because of a gap somewhere. That's just how it's going to happen. But that can be adjusted after I do the initial fill-in. Like, see right here, this is my favorite. Okay, this cheesy grin, this is my favorite thing, the favorite expression I did for him. It's just, I love it so much. He looks horrifying. I love it. Gracie, hello! I am so glad you could join. We're coloring in the mighty Zim. After a huge amount of technical difficulties at the start of the live stream, I was telling them earlier that normally I'd be coloring this in a separate program. Like, I'd be coloring it in Toon Boom, because that's what I use to draw the outline. So much better because it uses vector instead of raster. But it didn't work out that way. Because I was going to live stream this. I wanted to do some live streaming. I felt like it'd be fun. And since I wanted to do some live streaming, well, I had to switch up the programs I was using, because otherwise there'd be too much lag. We don't like lag. Actually, now that I think about it, even though these tiers are here, technically, I'm going to give them their own layer, their own transparent layer, so this should count as skin too. Even right here. There we go. I can fix the flaws later. I think that's everything I need. Yeah. Okay, let's zoom. Oh, wait, no, wait, zoom in. There, haha, glad I caught that. Where his antennae is poking out. There's a bit of a crease there in the skin. And that was separating the selection. Same with this. Okay. Good enough. Select. Grow selection by literally 1 pixel. You don't want to do any more or else it'll bleed over really bad. And we'll fill this in and see how it looks. Okay, cool. Oh, hey, look, I messed up. Okay, so I forgot to select this. How could I? Alright. Yeah, skin, let's go here. Welp, indeed. That is just how it is sometimes. Okay, now I can go through each of these and fix the flaws that I see. So, no. If there's any like little white speckles, that's a sign that there's the select tool messed. Ah, like right here. As I was saying though, this would be a lot easier without the if I was drawing it in my other program. Ah, but it is what it is. Can't be helped. Okay, we got the skin sorted out. Next up, I think I'll move on to the eyeballs. Oops. Eyes. Group it. Eye group. Set it to that. Get out our magic wand and do it all over again. Critter really should have some sort of outline effect. Yeah, you know, in all honesty, it probably does. If not built into it, then they probably have like a plugin that someone's created for it. I'm just too new to it to actually know. Plus, I have a bit of a lazy streak where if I find a method that works, even though it's not the quote-unquote right way, I'll just probably stick with it despite it not being the best way to do it. You know what I'm saying? So that is a downfall on my part. I will just stick with my... I'm a bit stubborn, I guess you could say. I'm stubborn with stuff like that, even though I shouldn't be. Oh, I found another flaw. Come back to it after I do the eyes. Right here. Right here. This bit right here should actually select, invert. We're just gonna fix that real quick. Skin color. Yeah. Okay, then select, invert again. Okay, we're back to the eyes. That would have been bad. Don't want a little. You wanna spot those things. After you do this for a bit, you develop a you develop an eye for spotting little things that are just plain wrong like that. Okay. Oh, the smiling, evil, evil boy. Zim! He does Zim things. I actually had to make two different versions of his head. Ooh, wow, there's a flaw right there. His jaw. His jaw is missing color. Oh, no! Ah, how could you guys not tell me? Are you trying to get me killed or something? Eh? Eh? Okay, select, invert. Good thing I noticed. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I need to go to the right layer, the skin layer. There we go, and there's another thing with digital drawing. Be absolutely 110% sure you're drawing on the right layer, for the love of everything that is holy. You know the 10 Commandments? Well, when it comes to drawing, that is all 10 of them. If you're doing digital art, make sure you're drawing on the right layer. You will regret it. You will regret it if you don't. Okay. Okay, select, invert again. I think that's all of the eyes selected. I'm not sure, but I think. Okay, so let's go back to here. And select the normal eye color. I know it's the same as his shirt. I might change that. I might make his shirt slightly different than the eyes. We'll see. But for now, boom. There, the flat part of the eye. Oh, God, goodness. Okay. Well, that's easily fixed. They're really simple shapes, so there's not room for a lot of creasing or flaws in them. Although the little lines I decided to draw inside the eyes, that might provide a little room for error, but I don't think it will. There, okay, cool. Actually, now that I think about it, let me select all of them. Select grow selection by 1 pixel. Important to do that, it'll cover up any flaws, any like missteps along the way. Nice, okay, I think that's the eyes fully selected and colored. Good. Then you stop and take a sip of coffee real quick. Ah, okay. Moving on, I think I'll do the teeth next. We'll just work our way down the body. Teeth. Do we have... We don't have his teeth, do we? Not on here, anyways. Oh, I did do something with the Irken teeth. Here. Layer. Import. Layer. I think there was... Let's see if I can find it. I don't know. Was there something? I did like a PSA announcement sort of deal on the Irken teeth color, because for the longest time I just was drawing them as straight up white, but I know they're not white, they're like an off pink. So I need, here we go. There, Irken teeth. Let me just get a swatch there. Alright. This will be our reference group. We'll hide that. Okay, well this is supposed to be inside that. Thank you. Okay. What did I do? Whatever I did, undo it. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. Grab the magic wand, and let's get to work on those teeth. The teeth. The gross little irking buggy teeth. I love how gross they are. They're basically gums. It's great. And of course, as with the tears, with the eyes, the teeth, and the saliva, that'll be separate sort of stuff. I'll deal with that on its own. And yes, there is a hole at the end of the tongue. I thought it would be kind of gross and hilarious for a one-off joke. Just have the Urkins have holes in the front of their tongues, and the only time you'll see it is like if the Tallest like whip out a soda and just shoot their tongue down into the cup and drink out of it like that. It'd be so horrible. Just for like a one-time joke. Not repeated, just... That'd be so funny. Just so gross, too. Like, yeah, that's like their tongue is... I went nuts. I went a little nuts when I did the Urkin stuff, because I really wanted to... I had all these ideas. I'm like, oh yeah, that'd be cool. Oh yeah, that'd be cool too. Oh my goodness. And it just got out of control. But I am very happy with the end result. But yeah, it's like they have built-in straws for tongues. The way I draw them. And it's not like it'll really interfere that much. It'll just be like, you'll see it once in a while, you'll be like, what the heck is that? And then, out of nowhere, boom, the Tallest, like, have one of those McDonald's-looking cups or whatever with the plastic lid and everything, and then just, the tongue goes out and just jams down into there, and that's how they drink. And it'd be so awful. Just for a like I said, just for a one-off joke, not repeatedly. Just like a one-time thing, it'd be really gross. You know, further emphasizing, these things are just very much alien. Okay, select grow by 1 pixel. We'll fill it in with... Oh, we're not fill it in. We need a new layer. We need a new group. Okay, we're going to call this one... out of the way. Group it. We're going to call this... teeth. Wait, and then teeth. Yeah. Teeth. That's how it's going to be called. I have declared it. Okay. Did I already grow it? I think I already grew it by 1 pixel. There we go. Boom. Urkin teeth. Oh, I forgot the entire bottom half there. Yikes. Okay. Well, let's undo that. Shoot. Shouldn't have gone that far. Okay. Whoopsies. Oh well. New layer. We're gonna group it. We're gonna call it teeth group. We're gonna call this one teeth. Cool. And then we've got to select that. Okay, good. Now select grow by 1. Also, I just saw another patch of skin that I forgot to color in. Oh my goodness, and I call myself an artist. What the heck? Gosh, you guys should be ashamed of me. Shame. Shame on Stanley. His neck. Can't leave that. Can't leave that uncolored. Everyone knows the neck's the most important part of the body. I'm human. Yes, human. Just look at this neck. Okay, let's see. I think that's all instances of the teeth fully colored in. Nice. And I'll tweak the values here in a bit. I'll tweak it to be like better balanced, like make some things lighter or some things darker. I'll tweak it around a bit. For now, I just want to get the main thing taken care of. Once I have all the colors lined up and ready to go, then I can go ahead and, you know, what am I trying to say? Then I can go ahead, oops, what did I do? Dang it. Once I get it all lined up and stuff, then I can go ahead and adjust the colors after the fact. Get out of there. There. Sometimes it's a real pain in the butt. Alright, new layer. Moving on down. A tongue. We'll do the... yeah, tongue. Tongue will be next, because that does need its own colors. Tongue, group it. Tongue, group. Alright, now for the gross Urkin tongue that I've given him. I think it only shows up 3 times, so that'll be easy. Should have given him more saliva on this shot, just to make him look more like a blubbering mess of sadness. Oh well, I'll come back to that. Maybe I'll do the saliva next. No, I'll save the tears and saliva for one of the last things I do. Excuse me, because that'll require special effects to it, because it's transparent. It's not a solid color. Yeah, that'll definitely be its own thing. Okay, and let's deselect this patch. That's saliva. There we go. If anyone says, that's just too weird, the whole tongue thing, you just remember that in the comics, Jonin jokes about how the Urkins have a hidden 3rd arm. Just a one-off joke like that, so come on. Didn't mean to do that. There. Deselect. I'm trying to deselect this saliva right here. Alright. Select, grow selection by 1 pixel. That might actually be too much, we'll see. Cool. Good base for the tongue at least. Let's see. That's looking alright. Oh, hi. Boom! There it is! Okay, this needs to be fixed. Real sloppy line art right there. Of course, that makes sense because of how detailed it is. Oh, wait, no. I just need to do like that. Duh, okay. That's much better. Okay, cool. I just needed to set the transparency lock. Okay, cool. That's looking good. I'll fix that later. No, I'll fix it now. What am I thinking? There we go. Good. I know I like the arms being twig-like, but they still need to be connected. Okay, so next, I think I'm going to just go ahead with the sleeves and collar. And those will be the same. Those will definitely be the same color. Okay, so we're going to call this shirt secondary. Group it. Shirt secondary colors. Set it to the lock. And then, where's our reference here? Where is... There we go. Boom. Nice and easy. Might be the same color as the teeth, actually. I'm not sure. Is it the same color as the teeth? I mean, if it is, it won't be like that for long, but still. It might be the same color as the teeth, but like I said, I'll adjust that later. Right now, I just need to get the selections done. Adjustments can always come after the fact. Line art. Boom, boom, okay. No, okay, where is all the instances of his sleeves and stuff actually appearing? Yeah, this would have been a heck of a lot easier in my other program, but what can you do? I will willingly sacrifice that for the sake of live streaming this glorious, glorious creation of this horrible, horrible Urkin. Alright, there we go. Bad. I need to fix the line art right there. I'll do that after I fill in the colors here, because that needs to be adjusted. That is really a problem because it's flush with the other line. You don't want that. You want to avoid that as much as possible. Right here is what I'm talking about. This line, that's a big no-no. Actually, let's just deal with it right now. Select invert selection. Okay, got our eraser on. Okay, so we got that. Let's go down to the base layer. Grab this pen tool so it has anti-aliasing on it for this particular bit. And then we'll add it back in. This there, and then select invert again. Time to be the eraser. We gotta erase this. There, that's a lot better. Okay. Alright, so let's just select that and that. Cool, good enough. Alright, back to this color and back to the magic wand. Here we go. Oh, whoa, whoa, didn't mean to do that. I hope everything's still selected. It is, good, okay. Also, I'll have to fix that here now. That's gonna bug me. Select, invert. That's another thing, when I go through like this, there's so many flaws that pop up just because I'm not using vectorization. But I don't know how to do that successfully in Krita, and I could do it in Toon Boom, but, you know, then there's the whole lag problem. Catch-22, you know? There we go. Zoom out. So we got that in the... back here again. Yeah, I knew that would be a problem. Okay, let's get... Oh heck, let's not bother with that. Let's just use the box selection for this one. Here we go. There we go. There we go. Got it? Okay. So this is a minor problem that can be dealt with very easily. Like that. Come on, drag it outside. There we go. Set it there. Color group set to multiply. Oh. Did not mean to do that. Oh well. We're going to go to multiply. There. There we go. There were some issues there. I don't even want to explain it. It was a little complicated to explain. Anyways. That's been adjusted now, back to selecting things. See, okay, another problem I need to fix. Nothing but problems. You are not an idiot. That was a design choice I made. I decided to make it so that since the Urkins, I'm proud of this. Since the Urkins are basically controlled by their packs, their brains are technically their packs. Like if you watch the show, their entire personalities, everything about them are in the packs. I decided each Urkin pack should have a miniature control brain inside of it. It's still metal, made of metal and computerized and stuff. But like each Urkin pack comes with its own small little miniature control brain, and that's actually Zim, you know. So technically speaking, this right here is Zim, and the whole everything else is just the meat puppet carrying him around. But yeah, that is exactly what it is. Technically that is his brain, although it's not made of any organic material. It's all metal. It's computer, just like everything else with the Urkins. But yeah, I decided that'd be really a cool little thing to put in there. Glad you noticed. Yes, just another little thing I thought would be nice, is just making it so that Urkins, they have little control brains in their packs, and that actually is what they are. Excuse me. Thank you. I'm glad you like that idea. I really like that. It's not, and there's the thing too. It's not like it's major and like ground changing in terms of lore or anything. Like, it's still pretty much exactly the same as what we know from the show and comics and everything. It's like, yeah, they're controlled. They can basically have a computer brain in their pack, whatever. But I think making the actual brain they have like a miniature control brain, I think that adds a little extra flavor to it. In fact, in that line of thinking, also made me think that what'd be really cool is if the actual control brains themselves were like a blend of the two different versions of control brains that they created. So like Jonan and them, they had two different versions of control brains they were drawing. The one where it's just like a ball with a bunch of eyes on it, and then the one that looks like an actual brain. Well, I thought, well, actually, when I redesign everything, why don't I blend the two concepts together so that the control brains themselves, their exterior looks like the ball with all the eyes on it and stuff, but the inside, they have those brains housing them, the robot brains. That'd be like a cool blending of the two concepts together, I think. So anyways, yeah, that's just a little tangent I went on there, but yeah. Drawin Stuff is so cool. It really is. They're so weird, but awesome at the same time. Got that. Let's see. Okay. Select grow by just 1 pixel. Yeah. That might even be too much. Okay. Shirt secondary, let's fill it in. Oops, wrong color. Right color. Alright. Now to inspect it and see where all the little inconsistencies and flaws are. Oh wait. What? Oh, it's because okay, I accidentally hit the fill button. Alright. Nothing there. Okay, that's fine. Oh wait, no, that's not. Okay. That'll be good. Right there, yes. There, yes. Yes, yes. Good. Good. Drawin Stuff is cool. You're absolutely right. Cool and at the same time ridiculously hilarious. Like, super cool and also super funny. That's kind of how I like making the Drawin Stuff. Really, and just, I don't know. It's just such a perfect little alien race of like horrible little monsters. I love the concept so much. All right, so we got the. I think the next thing I should do obviously is the shirt's primary color. Oh boy, cold coffee. Yay. Alright, so moving up. New group, this will be a lot easier. Okay, shirt, right. Although, maybe this won't be easier because it also has all the bits where it intersects with other designs, so maybe it'll be just as complex. Also, this line art I'm using, let me delete it. It's not being helpful. I'm gonna need to create a new line art. So we're gonna duplicate this, not set it to multiply, we'll set it to normal, drag it all the way up to the very top. Okay. Yeah, okay. Filter, adjust, threshold, whatever you settle on, that'll be good enough for me. Delete everything that's white. Come on. There we go. Okay, good. I think this will be a lot better. Alright. I think the sensitivity was cranked up too high on the previous version of that. Alright, so we're going to call this line art too, whatever. Alright, and now I should be able to select things a lot more, and there should be a lot less bleed over, basically, is what I'm getting at. It's still a little bit, but what can you do? Dib next, yes, I'm planning on either Dib or Gur, one of the two. I'm toss-up between them, but whichever one I do next, I'll do the other one after that. Because I want to get the 4 main characters done. Zim, Dib, Gaz, Gur. I have a few ideas. I have a great idea for Gur. I think I pretty much have the final design in my head right now. I just have to put it to paper. Can't wait for that. Or not paper, but, you know. You know what? It's just a turn of phrase. And I will be doing the variations later, like Zim in his school disguise, Gur in his doggy disguise. All those variants will come later. For now, I want to get the default character look down for the reference sheet, and then after that will come everything else. And I probably will draw it as I need it, you know, as I'm going through the story, assembling the audio, finding out what gags what visual stuff I'm actually gonna draw and what I'm not going to. That will be the result. That will result in me, you know, figuring out what variants I need to draw on the characters and what I can just leave alone. Okay, so there we go. Cool, now to go in there and see... Oh, it's coming together so nice! Oh, it's coming together beautifully, I love it. No, wait, right here. Go. Oh wow, that's a big mess up. I think I got everything. Cool. Alright, so there's that. Shirt done. This is going a lot faster than the Gaz one. Of course, I haven't gotten to shading yet. It's gonna be a bit of a challenge. I'm up for it, though. Alright. So next up, I think... Yeah, next, obviously, I had to just move on to the pack. That has to be next. Okay. So we'll start out here. I'll do the flat colors first. I'll worry about the screen colors later, because I want everything inside the pack to have sort of a filter over it. Because it's going to be... It's basically see-through glass, essentially. So I kind of want that to have a filter over it, but I'll deal with that later. First off, we just need the basic colors. So his pack, when it's in its simpler design, it just has one color, but I'm wanting it to have more than that. So let me just select this. We'll have a lighter color and a darker color for the pack. This isn't going to be going off the actual canonical design. Obviously, I kind of ramped up everything there. Oh my goodness, this is... Can you tell this is a little different than how they normally draw his pack? Okay, so... Pack light. Okay, wait. Pack light color. And then... Pack light. Okay, so, well, let me envision this. Actually, wait, I had a, I had a reference for that lying around. Don't take a drink every time you hear that. You'll be in the hospital. Import layer. Let's see now. When I initially redesigned the Irkins, I had a concept art piece I just threw together. I just need to find out where the heck I put it. Standard Irkin redesign. No. Okay. Let me go back to the main IZTDM folder under Finished Animations. Where is it? There's one where I thought I showed... Yeah, here we go. This was a while ago, so it has since changed dramatically, as you can already tell from the line art. Here. So yeah, this is when I was first doing my prototype stuff. I like how it turned. I like the new version a lot better, obviously. It looks a lot more refined. This, not as good as what I have now. Okay, so it looks like I've decided to have it all the same color, but I'm wondering if it would look better with very subtle hues, very subtle differences. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to make any one in particular called lighter or color. I'll just call it Pack 1, Pack 2, Pack 3, etc. Oops. And then, what am I trying to say? Then I'll just go in there and, whoa, what the heck? Ooh, that's not good. Okay, there is a serious problem down here. Wow, what's with all these? Okay, that has to do with something else. Oh, I need to bring the line art back up, that's why. Okay, cool. No big deal there. Okay, cool. Anyway, so Pack 1, I'll just call it Pack 1, Pack 2, Pack 3, etc. And then I can manually adjust the brightness later. So Pack 1, that'll be this upper lid part. Everything else will fall under the purview of you know, adjusting the brightness later on and shading and stuff. That'll fine tune it. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? This will be a lot easier. Let me just select that and deselect that. And everything on the outside. And that. Cool. And the line art itself. Okay, I'll do the same thing here. Select everything in the air, and then deselect the line art, the outside, and the circle. Cool. Moving on to this. There and there. There. Good, good, good. And now the more detail-oriented parts. Oh boy. Needless to say, this is going to be the most complicated part of the coloring process. As far as colors go, not as far as shading. Shading is going to be a whole nother ballgame. As far as the colors themselves go, the pack is going to be the most intricate part because there's so much detail crammed into such a tiny area. But I like it that way. I can't bring myself to change that. Also, just realized I need to have the back part of the pack in sync with this lid that I got going on right here. So, let's go back here. This needs to be the same color as that. Or maybe not. Nah, it shouldn't be, actually. Deselect that. That should be the other color. My mistake. Okay, let's go in here and fix that then. The sides, yes, but the back wall, no. No, 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 no. Okay. Oh, great. Okay. Select, invert. You got another problem here, Houston. Oops, wrong one. Good enough, okay. Okay, select, invert again. Let's go back to choosing the pack pieces that we're currently after. Excuse me. It's not 100% consistent between all the poses, but it's good enough. Like, we're not going for anything too crazy here in terms of continuity. Just something that does the job. Okay, I think... And that's not done yet. We still have this. Okay. I'll deal with that later. Alright, and... yeah. Okay. Pack 1, fill it in. Good. Now we look around for all the flaws that are in... oh wait, no. We go to select, grow selection by 1 layer, then fill it in. There we go. Also set these to alpha lock. I don't know what I was thinking. Alright. Not alpha lock, whatever it's called. Okay. Cool, so we got that. There, yeah. So, what's that? That's colored in good. Let me hide the primary colors and the secondary colors of the shirt. Let me hide those real quick so I can get a better look at the pack. Actually, no, let me bring them back. It makes it easier to tell what's colored and what's not. Okay, good. Good. Nice. Okay, cool. Zoom out. Save it. Take a sip of coffee. Hey! Thank you. I'm glad you like the original, the detailed stuff. That's definitely what I'm going for. Something that makes the Urkins look really gross and bug-like. A little off-putting. I want the Urkins to be a little off-putting to look at, you know, just to further emphasize just how stupid everyone on Earth is for not realizing Zims and hating it. But I still want them to maintain how expressive they are. Like, yeah, I definitely, like, you can see here, all the variety of expressions on them. I still want to be able to make it a variety of looks that he can have. So, yeah, I'm very glad with how this is turning out. Glad you like it! Alright, next up, we're going to get a new layer. We're going to call this, oops. Group it. Actually, we're going to do this. We're not going to do that. We're going to grab these. Come on. Group them under their own layer. I'm going to call this one pack group, because I feel like the pack needs to separate as its own object as far as coloring goes. Yeah, and then the subgroups and all that stuff. Okay, so pack 2 color group, pack 2 color. Okay. And I'll just use the same exact color for right now, and then we can adjust the brightness later. So literally, every other part of this except that middle slit. I'm thinking that middle slit should definitely be the pinkish color that we're going to go with for the other parts. But everything else, pretty much everything else, is going to be this secondary color. Except for the brain. The brain's going to have its own set of colors, I imagine, own set of metal colors. Primary, secondary, tertiary. Nice. Man. Thank you. Hey, I'm glad you guys like it. I'm really happy with the reception I've gotten for the art style. Like, yeah, it's definitely too alienating for some people, and I get that. I really do. It's like really off-putting. Like, whoa, this is drastically different from the Zim we know. Or at least, not drastically, but noticeably different, notably different. But a lot of people, I'm glad with how much people are, like, enjoying how it looks. And, like, colors make all the difference, in my opinion. I'm still debating whether or not to do the visual stuff that I do I'm still debating whether or not to do it in color. I probably will. We'll see. But that's a long ways off before I decide what I'm going to do. But yeah, I'm really happy with the reception it's gotten. You have no idea how nervous I was at first when considering how I'm going to draw the pack and all that. You have no idea. It was really nerve-wracking, like, oh my gosh. This could be really good, or people could hate it. We're going to see. Because I spent a lot of time... Not the pack, what did I mean? I meant the style for Zim. You know, the Urkins in general. Like, I spent a lot of time redesigning them. It's like, oh, this could be really good or really bad. Okay. Where's the gap? There's the gap. Okay. I need to fix this. Okay, are we good now? Did that satisfy the line art? Nope, there's another gap somewhere. Okay. What the heck? Okay. Where else is there a gap? Oh, it's on the eraser mode. No wonder it's not filling anything in there. Okay. Ha. Okay. Select, invert, fill that in. Select, invert again, and then select that. Whew. Alright. Cool, cool, cool. I guess I should make everything in the pack some sort of color, and then I'll filter over it with a screen. So that would include this. For now, the entire pack is going to look metal, but that's only because I haven't colored in the glass yet. The glass will get its own color, and then it'll all come together. So for right now... color it like that. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. It's really gross to hear. I'm sorry. I don't have a fast mute button I can just hit on the microphone. Okay, anyways. Got that. Got that. Got that. Here we go. Moving on. And we gotta get these little bits right here. Oh, and that one too. Can't forget that. Okay, I think that's everything. Select, grow selection, grow by 1 pixel, and then fill in the secondary pack color. Oops, that's not it. It needs to be this. For now. For now. We'll be fixing that later. Cool, we're coming right along. Okay. I'm ready to nail any flaws I see. Whoa, right here, okay. Just because that's by merit of how thin and detailed some of these parts are. It picks up on things it's not supposed to pick up on. Real finicky sometimes. Sometimes, not always. Oh, right here, I just completely flat out forgot to color this in. Oh, well, I can do this by hand. It's not like I'm stuck doing all of it. Ooh, and actually, pack 1 color needs to be right there. Pack 2 color needs to be right here. And currently, as I've said before, there is not a difference between pack 1 and pack 2 colors currently, but that'll change. Okay. You go and be back real quick, Gracie. You just do whatever you want. Chances are we'll still be here when you come back. So, take care and enjoy lunch or whatever it is. Whatever it is you're going to have right now. Alright, I'll probably take a lunch break too. Maybe. Maybe not. Who knows? So there we go. There we go. Nice. Color that in. Yeah. Cool. So we got the packed metal bits. Next up is the brain. It's soon in here. So for the brain, I'm thinking 1, 2, 3. 3 different shades. But for now, let me just, sorry. Let me see. Okay, so for the pack coloring, we need to decide on something real quick. We need to decide whether we want that to be the darker version of it, or that. I'm thinking I like... What do you guys think? And also, that's way too extreme. Let me just give you a better idea of the difference between the two. Something like that. Okay, so let me know. This is real quick. Gonna ask your guys' opinion here. Do you want it to be colored with the darker part being this upper part, the shell part, or would it look better if this was the darker part? Right. Oh, sorry. I messed up. This or this. Okay, so we got option 1, which is like this, or option number 2. Oops. 2. Dang it, it's not switching back and forth like I wanted it to. Okay, so option 1, option 2. Or what? Well, hang on, I got mixed up. Okay, upper part or lower part? Let's just see. Which one do you want darker? The upper part or the lower part? It's not doing what I want it to do. Hang on, guys. Sorry, I'm trying to get this sorted out. Just duplicate it. Drop it in here. Okay, so... Version 1, version 2. There we go. Finally. Let me just do this. Print screen. New layer. Hide it. Print screen. New layer. Okay. So. Oh, whatever. Do this. I'm gonna leave a poll up and running while I go use the restroom, so. Version 1. Let's just draw 1 beside it. 1 versus 2. I know I got them mixed up once again. I really don't care. Alright, I'll leave that up for you guys. You guys can let me know which one you think looks better as far as the pack colors go. And I will be right back, because I gotta use the restroom and stuff. Sorry about that. So I'll be right back, guys. Alright. Okay, I am back. There. Blah, blah, blah. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Turn down the audio a bit. There. A little more than that. There, okay, cool. Well, let's see here. What is everyone saying? One looks cool. Ah, cool. So much feedback. Alright, well, that's all I got to go on, so I'll just stick with it. Whatever. It can be adjusted later. So I'll stick with that for now. That and that and that. Okay. So people said 1, which would be... yeah, the lighter on top. Okay, cool. It would be completely dark if I did that. I don't want that necessarily. Just drop it down to a subtle 2/3 of the way there. Yeah, okay. And then we'll do that. We'll merge it down. That'll be the official secondary pack color. Nice. Okay, cool. Moving on to the control brain color on the inside of the pack. I'm going to call this one CB pack group. Okay, and then CB pack 1, which will be the primary color. Let's go to the line art. Like this. Like this. Yeah, okay. I thought I'd messed something up with OBS, but I was, you know, false alarm, not true. All right. Some cereal. That's a mess. I'll select it and then deselect what I don't need. Because this head part's getting selected and that's not supposed to be the case. Yeah, yikes. Alright. And right there. Sorry. It's my sister up there that you're hearing. She's got special needs, so she doesn't talk verbally. She just yells and stuff sometimes. Pay no mind. Okay, we got that. That there, good. Okay. Cool. Okay. Next, we will fill this in. I know just what the color I want it to be is. Okay, select grow by 1 pixel, as usual, to cover up any flaws we may have had. And then new layer, fill it in with this, then set it to multiply. Because I do want this to be darker than the other one. Yeah, merge it down. This is our official primary part of the control brain's color. Alright, let's see. Nice, nice. Yeah. Actually, this needs to be part of pack number 2's color. Right there. Yep. Here. Yeah, that's the leg. That'll be colored in later. Good, 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 good. Alright, excellent. Cool. Another bite of cereal. Okay, secondary color for the pack. Control brain, rather. CB pack 2. This will be the back wires. And they're going to be slightly darker. Okay, let me just do a sample real quick. I want them to be slightly darker than the... Yeah, that's it. That'll do. That'll do just fine. Dun, 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 dun. Here we go. Can't do like that. Okay, that's everything involving that one. I don't think I'll expand this one, though, by, like, one selection like I usually do. I think I'll leave it as is. Yeah. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Okay. Because otherwise it would start bleeding into... Because it's just because of how detailed the pack is. Like, when you get down to the nitty-gritty of it, it gets really cramped in there. Which is fine, because I want it to be, like... I want it to get that appearance, but... If I were to expand it and then color it, would bleed into other colors, and I don't want to do that. Alright, so next up, the tertiary color, which will be CB Pack 3. I'm going to make it the same color as the exterior of the pack. This light color, and that'll be for the head and the limbs. And then the last thing the control brain and the pack will get is like the color where it's for the spots and stuff. So, color group, line art time, let's do this. I guess the neck could be the same color too. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, it's a problem. Just do it like this. Perfect. Oh, right here too. Okay, fill this in with tertiary color. Excellent. And now for the spots and all that jazz. You know what I could do? What I think I am going to do, actually. Okay, so we're going to call this CB Pack 4. Let me visualize this. Yeah, okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to color it in the pack with these pinkish spots for the eyes and joints on the control brain. But for the exterior, I'll have the 2 of the spots be that ruby color, and 2 of the spots be that, what am I trying to say? 2 of the spots will be that ruby color, 2 of the spots will be a sort of the normal Irken pack color. I think that'd be a good variation to use. So there's that. Down to the point where I can just select the pixels, really. It's so detailed right there. I think that's the only time we actually get to see the control brain's extra colors. Yeah, because all the other times it's sort of hidden. Alright, cool. So this will be CB Pack 4. Oh wait, whoa, why didn't I... Odd. Thought I selected that. I guess I didn't. Oh well. There we go. Actually, maybe I can make the eyes like this. Yeah, that'll look cool. Executive order. Overruling what I previously did and making the eyes this color. I think that'll look a lot better. And I can adjust its brightness later. Alright, so there's that. Next up is the pack spots themselves. Oops, hang on. Sorry, guys. Okay, whatever. The pack spots themselves. I think pack 2... So I had pack 1. Pack 1, I need to go in here real quick and fill that in. I feel like this should be a metal color as well. I feel like it should be the primary color. So it's like a little lighter than the other one. Yeah, that looks really good. Actually, why am I doing it like this? I can just use the selection tool. go. Now the pack spots. Okay. I know exactly what I'm going to use. Let me just get rid of that. There. Alright, so for the primary pack spots, we're gonna have two different things. So we're gonna give it its own group it, call it pack color, or pack spots. There we go. I'm gonna call it pack spot 1 and predictably pack spot 2. Pack spot 2. Okay. So pack spot 1. Let's go ahead and select all instances of these. They're going to be that pinkish color, and then the lower one's going to be that ruby, more ruby looking color. I think it's going to look really cool that way. Just gotta find all instances of that and select it. No matter how small they are. And this one will have to be manually selected, obviously. That one's just completely blacked out, no need for that. Alright, cool, so that's pack spot 1. Select grow by just 1 pixel. There we go. Next up, pack spot numero 2. Let's grab it. Excuse me. There too. Come on. And okay. Let's go to pack spot number 2. Oh wait. Select grow. Selection by 1 pixel. There we go. Oops. Did not mean to do that, although it might look better that way. Let's see. Well, what's a midway point between these two colors? Let's find that out. Something like that, maybe? Or how about if they're all just... Nah, it'd definitely look better if they were all that color. Or not. Decisions. I'll tell you what, I'll just leave that alone for now, and I'll leave it open for adjustment later. Because next up, I think, I just gotta do the pack screen, and then the tears and spittle, and then we'll be able to move on to shading. Yeah, soggy cereal. My favorite. Alright. Oh boy. Let's go to the line art here. This will help tremendously. No, it won't. Maybe it will. Let's just select everything. That touches the glass. Yep. Select grow by 1, maybe? Yep. We'll just mass... Oh, yeah, then we'll just mass select everything on the inside. Alright, then over here we have this. Select. Oh, dang, I shouldn't have grown it already. Shoot. Okay. Well, heck, we'll just ignore that for now. We'll do this one at a time. Alright, so for the screen I'm wanting in mind. Oh, I don't even need to do this. Hang on. If I play it clever, I can just do it this way. Okay, so we'll limit this to only what's beneath, and then we'll... Yeah, okay. So we'll drag down everything that's like the control brain group. So that's only the interior stuff. Well, heck, that just affects the control brain then. Dang it. Okay. So we will have to do it manually. Ah, heck, I should have thought this through. Oh well. Whatever. That's no big deal. Okay, so here's our first test subject, I guess you could call it. Doesn't look too bad. Of course, this will have to go above everything else, actually. Yeah, that way it'll... Yeah, that way it fades out the lines as well. Okay. And so we'll need to select it. Grow selection by 1 pixel. Delete. There. Good enough to get the idea across, at least. Alright, cool. So next, we'll have to do this. Ain't no way but the hard way. Okay, select grow selection by 2. Sure. And then actually select grow selection by another. There. Now I just grab this, and this, and that. Boom. Oops. Go to this layer. Haha. Okay. Select. No, not shrink. Cancel that. Select. Come on. Grow selection by 3 points. And then we won't be affecting that. Or maybe we no, we won't be affecting that. Hit delete. Cool. Yeah, I can switch this. What does it look like at the screen? Ooh, that's neat. Multiply? Nah. Vivid light? No. Normal is the way to go. We'll go to 75%, 3/4 of the way. Good. That's exactly what I was going for. Okay, moving on to the line art. We're going to repeat this process a whole bunch, so just buckle in and get ready, guys. This will be a little bit on the tedious side. Oh well, though. It is what it is. Back to... Sorry. Excuse me. Select. Grow selection by 1 point. Now we need to grow it again. Select. Grow it again by 1 point. There we go. And then we'll just mass select all this. Select shrink selection. We just do this ahead of time. We'll shrink it by 2. Boom. Oops. Once again, need to go up here. There. Nice. It's coming along great. Oh, hey, I don't... Thank you. Thank you for wanting to donate. I don't do any donations on YouTube, and I wouldn't accept Bitcoin in the anyways because, nah, I don't accept Bitcoin. Not that I don't have anything against it. I haven't dipped my toes in it yet, so I'm not prepared for that. Maybe someday, but as of right now, no. The only virtual currency I've used is Lino points whenever I'm on DLive. I want to get back to DLive, actually, now that I think about it. I've been missing out. Shrink. Don't shrink from border, shrink it by 2 pixels. There we go. Boom. It's done. Moving on to the next one. Right here. Technically, nah. Yeah, technically I could just do this. Just create the outline myself. That'd be a lot easier, actually. Especially on the littler parts like this. At a certain point, it becomes less efficient to try and manually select it all, and more efficient to just, you know, do the outlining yourself. And that is where this instance is. And boom, there. There we go. There. Fill that in. Hey, Navi. How you doing? How is it going at work? Hope you're having a good day. I'm just over here filling in Zim's pack. That's what I'm doing. Doing good. Good to hear it. Good to hear it. Cool. Listening to calls? Ah, very nice. Very nice. Whatever pays the bills, right? Well, I'm about to work on... I'm almost done with coloring. I just need to go on to his saliva and Zim's tears right here, after I'm done with the pack, of course. I guess for this one I can just fill it in like this. Yep, that is about the state of things right here. Hope you haven't run into any rude customers yet so far. Inevitably that'll happen, of course. Oops, did not mean to select that. I meant to select this. Oh, whoa, whoa. Minor glitch there. There we go. And I guess since... There. Okay. Oh, right here. Did the music stop? Oh, it's the Control Brains theme. Okay, cool. Almost like pixel art at this point. There we go. Okay, I think I've got... Yeah, okay, I got the pack screen colored at least. So we're going to call this one pack screen color. I guess I could drag it down to right here under the pack group, the topmost layer. Oh, wait, no, it has to be with everything else, that's right. So it can fade out the line art. That's precisely right. Alright, moving on to the saliva next. We're going to call this saliva, obviously. I want it to be sort of a transparent, yellow-greenish, disgusting color. Like so. Oh yeah, that's right. Where is the base outline? Yeah, okay. That right here. Where did I put the tongue color? Right here. Okay, need to erase this. And go back to the saliva. Ew. Gross. I definitely wanted to set to multiply. Hang on. Where's the teeth color? Yay, this is gonna be disgusting. Real, real gross shimmery teeth. And actually, I should change this to screen. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it's okay, Navi. I understand. It happens. Hindsight, I should have just added this last as its own effect layer, but it is what it is. Wi-Fi's a little buggy. Ah, it's cool. It is. It happens. I was just asking you if you've run into any rude customers yet so far, or if that hasn't been a problem, really. I think that's what I asked when you just cut out. Tears. Alright, that'll be just for this layer. Let's go to the line art. Select, grow by just 1 pixel. Oh, I accidentally hit the black part at some point there. There. Yeah, okay. Select, grow by just 1 pixel. Fill in the tiers like so, and I'll come back here in a second. Multiply. Nah. Definitely want those to be under screen also. Nah. And under normal, we just drop the transparency. Vivid light? Nah. Darken. Let's see. Nah. Ah, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I disconnected it. Okay. Oh, hang on. This tool needs to go back here. No. The layers thing. Yeah, right here. Thank you. Okay, anyways. Actually, no, it needs to go down here. What am I thinking? How did I disconnect that? Yeah, whatever. I'll forget it. I'll worry about it later. Flat light? No, I'm trying to find a lighting effect that... Maybe it's under color. Okay, hang on. Hang on, let's get rid of this. Color? Oh, click it. Click the color button. That's what I wanted. Yeah, okay, go ahead. I'll drop it. So it's transparent, yeah. We'll make it 67%, 2/3 of the way there. Yeah, that's good. Okay, anyways. Fewer customers learn the American accents, though. Oh yeah, quite a wide variety, I imagine. Probably run into a few I haven't even heard of. So many. There's just so many. It's a big place. There's a wide variety of stuff. Okay, the eyes. I need to go back to the eyes, yep, because there's a missing piece right here. There we go. Yeah, I definitely need to go back and fix that. I'll touch that up later with the tier outline. Okay, we got that and that. Shading is going to be next. Oh, I need to stretch. Tell you what. Let me see here. Shading's next. I should do the shimmers first. No, shading first, then the shimmers can be based on wherever the lighting angle is coming from. Okay, cool. So that'll be a whole nother ball game. All right, I'll talk to you guys in a bit. We're gonna call it quits here for now. I'm gonna come back and we'll finish shading and stuff. I'll finish shading and all that jazz after I return. It's been real fun. Yeah, talk to you guys here in a bit. But like I said, for now though, let me stop the music. All right. For now though, I'm gonna be heading out. Yeah, I gotta get lunch, gotta get a few things taken care of, and then I'll be back in like maybe an hour or something like that. I'm not sure. Take care, guys. Though, take care. I'll be back to finish this piece of art, and we'll call it a day. All right, cool. Well, talk to you guys later. Hope you have a good one, and yeah, let me just see if I can find where I put my darn outro. Oh, it's getting super big. Okay. I should clean up my OBS settings. All right. See you guys in a bit.